Hey guys, welcome back to Raindog's Reviews, and today I'm going to be showing you a new front-end system that I've been working on over the last week or two, and it's going to be replacing my current Hyperspin setup on my arcade machine. One of the reasons why I'm moving away from Hyperspin is because I find it so frustrating to set up all the different emulators, get the controls to work correctly, get the games on there, getting the artwork together. It's so time consuming and frustrating, and I just had enough basically. Not to say that Hyperspin is crap, it's far from it. It's been fantastic. I've been using it for many years, been setting it up for many years as well. I just found it was time to move over to a more user-friendly system. And that system is Launchbox and Bigbox. It's so bloody easy to use, it's incredible. And the developers as well, they've been chucking out updates after updates daily, and it's just getting better and better and better. It's not as pleasing to the eye as Hyperspin. It still hasn't got all the bells and whistles as Hyperspin has got, but it's very close and it is getting there. One of the major things about Launchbox and Bigbox as well, for me anyway, is that I've managed to contain all of the data onto an external hard drive. Not yet anyway. If I had needed to install anything on the PC itself, everything is contained locally on the hard drive, which means that my arcade setup is completely 100% portable. So I can literally take it from my house and go up my mate's house and plug it into his PC and we can play some retro games. But for me, one of the best things about it is I can unplug it and plug it into my desktop if I want to play games that require a mouse and keyboard, like the old DOSBox games. But when I want to play then some arcade titles, which really work best on an arcade setup, I can unplug it from my desktop, plug it back into my arcade machine and play on my favourite arcade games as well. Because it's got two different views. It's got Launchbox, which is more of a desktop front end, and then you've got Bigbox, which is more of an arcade feel to it. So if you're lucky enough to have an arcade or a media PC plugged into a big screen TV, you can launch it in Bigbox view, and it looks very much like Hyperspin. So even though it's easy to use, it's still obviously time consuming. It still takes you a little while to get all the artwork together and everything else together from the retro and Hyperspin communities. But it's so much easier, and I've said that 1,000 times now, but it's so much bloody easier, guys. So I'm just going to show you what I've been working on over the last week or two. It's nowhere near finished, however I'll just show you where I've got to so far. So first thing I'll do is I'll launch Launchbox so you can see it from a desktop point of view, and you can see how far I've got with it so far. And there we are. So this is Launchbox. As you can see on the left hand side of the screen, you've got all the different systems that I've added on so far. In the middle, you've got the artwork of all the different boxes. And then on the right hand side of the screen, you've got the metadata, like a description of the game, and it's like preview demo video like Hyperspin does. You can also have a backdrop as well in between the boxes, so it looks a bit more pleasing to the eye. So if I just select a game, for example, if I just click on it, as you can see, I've got the turn the volume down. I've got the Mega Drive playing in the background. Got a picture of the Mega Drive, and then on the right hand side of the screen I've got the metadata, the preview video, the description of the game, and a screenshot of the cartridge. And if I want to launch the game, I just double click on the box and the game will launch via the emulator. I can even listen to the music if I wanted to. If I clicked on that icon there, that would play the music. That will just bring up the information on the right hand side of the screen, which I've already got up. And this button here will just give me a screenshot of the box itself. So as you can see, I've got all the different boxes of the games. So from a desktop point of view, still looks quite pleasing to the eye. If I just jump over to a different system, here's my 32X. So again, I've got the 32X in the background for an example. Again, video description metadata on the side. And it is just as simple as double clicking on the game and it'll start running. Some of the boxes as well, I've got the back of the box picture. So again, if you go to the symbols at the top, you've got this little wheel. If I click on that, you can see the back of the box, which is pretty cool as well. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the front end system from a desktop point of view. Windows. I've been added on some Windows games. So I've got a PC in the backdrop, as you can see, and I've got all these different Windows games, which again, I just double click on them and they'll start playing. Arcade is taking me a little while to get all the data, but I'm using the arcade flyers as the artwork, as you can see. And yeah, it's looking good. It's coming on really well. It's just taking me a while to get the artwork together. So that's the front end system. And let me just show you how easy it is as well to get the artwork for a game, just for an example. So let's say I want to get the artwork for, I don't know, 88 games. I just right click it, edit it, download an image. It then pulls it from Launchbox's database, Wikipedia or MU Movies if you're a subscriber, which I am. I can then tell it what I want it to download. So for example, I just want the flyer because that's what I'm using for the artwork. Don't want any of this stuff. Not yet anyway. Download it. Bish bash bosh. And there's the artwork lot. So I got two there, so I'm going to delete the one. I'm going to change it for advertisement to box front. And when I click OK, bang, I got the artwork. Simple as that. So much easier and quicker than Hyperspin. So yeah, so this is my front end system. So when I want to play some good old fashioned retro games like MS-DOS games which require mouse and keyboard, or any first person shooters or anything like that, then I can just unplug the drive from my arcade machine, plug it straight into my desktop. And then when I want to plug it into my arcade machine, and I don't want to use obviously a mouse and setup like this, like a desktop, I can click on big box. It closes down Launchbox for me, launches up big box. And as you can see, this is what big box looks like. Very much like Hyperspin. So I've got all my different systems. Let's just click on it. Going down the side. Going a bit slow because the hard drive is just spinning up. As soon as they've all loaded, as you can see, it's bringing up all the data. There we are. Now my it's all saved in my cache memory. As you can see, it's coming up straight away now. But this is what big box looks like. So you got the wheel on the side, you got the system at the top with a quick description, and then you got your favorites and recent games you've been playing. And then when you launch into a system, as you can see, then I got the video, I got the box art, I got the wheel on the side, I got a quick description of the game and the metadata as well, which is obviously pulled from Launchbox. What I'm going to be doing is, for the games, the background's obviously going to be based on the game itself, not just a picture of the Mega Drive in the back. Once I finish with it, but that's what big box looks like. What I can do as well, if I really wanted to, I don't know, let's just go into Super Nintendo for an example. As you can see, I haven't put a background on this one, but I can even change the view. So if I don't like this view, just with a click of a button, I can flick it over to flicking through the boxes instead. If I don't like that view, I can chuck it over to this view. So I've got the date, the wheel art in the corner. Again, a quick description, a video, and again I can flick through the boxes to choose my game. Got another video there, another view. So I've got the boxes at the top. And again, a description and the metadata. Or I can just have good old-fashioned plain text. I can go back to this view again, which is currently my favourite because it looks very much like Hyperspin with the wheel itself. And like I said, I'm going to have the an artwork on the back based on the game as well. And that's basically big box. So as you can see, it's killing two birds with one stone for me. I can play it on my desktop PC, or I can plug it straight into my arcade machine and launch big box and have this nice neat little front end system as well. All the games work, all the artwork is super easy to get. Yeah, and that's about it really. Tell me what you think, guys. Is it going to replace Hyperspin? That's obviously entirely up to you. Some people prefer Hyperspin over this, and vice versa. But just watch this space. The developers are literally loading updates to it all the time. What you can do as well is you can buy a license to launch box or big box, which is what I've currently done. Either $20 or $50. $20 will give you a year's worth of updates. So every time they launch an update, you get you can download all the updates for a year. Or for $50, you can buy a lifetime license. So every time there's an update with launch box or big box, you've got a lifetime's worth of updates for it. So I've gone for the $50 version because I'm going to be using this now for as long as I've got my arcade machine, if I'm honest. So tell me what you think, guys. I think it's awesome. I think it's coming on in leaps and bounds, and it's only going to be a matter of time before it is as pleasing to the eye and has got all the bells and whistles that Hyperspin has, but with a much user-friendly system to get all your ROMs and emulators working. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you soon.